keep trying to film this and my camera keeps not being in focus. But yeah, 100 people watching my content is kind of crazy, so I still can't believe it. What the heck? But I thought I would just answer some questions quickly, but first I'm going to give a little update for how I'm doing with my 2019 New Year's resolutions. Today is January 6th. So I have completed my first book, which was David and Goliath by Malcolm Gladwell. Highly recommend if you enjoy nonfiction stories or like analytical short stories. It was great. And I'm now reading Good Omens by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. So yeah, book a week is going well. Social media detox going well. I have deleted Instagram, Facebook, and Reddit. I still use Snapchat, but to a lesser degree than I normally would. I'm using a real camera for the first time, so apologies if it's a little bit weird. I've tried to film this a couple times, but it was very out of focus, so I'm a little tilted about that, but hopefully this time, a third time's a charm. So let's get into the questions. So we have a few questions from Ashley Young, which are, number 1, is Colombia a highly competitive and stressful environment? I would say, in my experience, resoundingly no. Like, I was much less stressed this year as a freshman at Columbia than I was as a senior in high school. It was by no means a chill and easy experience. Like, I study a lot, I work hard, but there is also time to just relax and to enjoy New York City. I would say, like, in my experience, it's totally not competitive at all. Everybody is very collaborative with each other. Like, for really hard problem sets or hard projects, we work well together. So, like, I think some competitive majors might be pre-med or economics if you're trying to vie for, like, that one Goldman internship. But for me, in comp sci, not very competitive, very collaborative. Number 2 is, what did you have to do to get adjusted to living in New York City? So honestly, it wasn't a hard adjustment for me at all. I love New York City. I did have to buy some warmer clothing. Like, I had to buy my big parka, and I had to learn how to use the subway, which is honestly very, like, simple. You just look at the map or look at Google Maps. As far as, like, finances go, I'm from a pretty pricey part of California in the first place, so I didn't notice too much of a difference as far as how expensive things are. I walk a lot more, so that's great. I love that about New York. I love the public transport. I love how everybody is busy and ambitious. Like, I can just relate to that. So yeah, I honestly love living in New York, and making friends has been so easy at Columbia. So yeah, I'm thankful for that. Question number 3 is, how busy are you, and do you have time to still enjoy yourself? Yes, I would consider myself pretty busy, but that's only because I have given myself a lot of responsibilities, not inherently because of this school. There are just so many opportunities and so many things to do that eventually a lot of people just end up with so many things on their plate and feeling super rushed all the time. But, you know, being busy is good. Being booked and busy is good. Like, you are developing yourself and you are, like, just striving towards your goal. And that's how I like to be. I love being busy. Like, right now, I don't have that much to do, and I'm kind of just tearing my hair out, like, being bored. Like, I love being stressed. In a way, I don't know. Maybe that's why Columbia is such a good environment for me, but I like a little bit of stress to get me going. And I do take some time to enjoy myself and go out into the city. Like, I go downtown at least once a week. I like to go to museums. This person also asked, like, what cool opportunities are you and your peers taking advantage of? Definitely the free museums is a huge one for me because I love art, and I just love, like, being able to appreciate art without breaking the bank. So that's a huge one. The food is huge. Even though controversial opinion coming, I do think Bay Area food is superior to New York City food. People might come after me for this, but yeah, California food is the best, but New York food is also good. I do think in the future I will try and get an internship at a New York company. I've toured a bunch of tech companies with this comp sci club that I was in, so yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to ADI. They're the greatest. Next question is, was it easy to make friends in such a go environment? You know, it's easy to make friends, but you have to also schedule specific times. Yeah, making friends is pretty easy because everyone has been pretty nice and very open and honest. For the most part, people have been super welcoming, and yeah, I just love that about Colombia. And everyone is so interesting, and they have such an interesting story. Everybody comes from such a different background, so yeah, making friends has been good. And since everybody lives on campus, you are going to be living with other Columbia students, which is just a great way to get to know people just like from your floor that you may not otherwise meet in your classes or in your major stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for 100 subs. That's honestly crazy.